Give thanks and praises to the Most High God, Jah, Rastafari, Selassie. I love myself, and I just want myself to know that you are beautiful, you are strong, and what you have been through, some can relate and some may not, and it's not your place to care what others think of you, because there is something in you that they will see in themselves, and only a few will understand. And I just want to address things that have happened in my past relationships, and I just want to let go of that dead weight. It's time to let go of that dead weight, because I no longer live there. I'm for the better of myself and being the greatest being that I can be. And so, going back to my youth, I lost my virginity early to an older man, and that man proposed to me. That man made me think that he actually loved me. A couple of boys made me think that they cared for me, that they loved me, and that they were gonna be there. When in actuality, that's not what it was. I was used in those youth stages. I was used, I was manipulated, and I didn't even realize that I had put hurt on myself. I hurt myself putting myself in those situations where I should have cared more of myself. I really should have cared more of myself, because I had the proper knowledge. I did know, but I rebelled. I did the total opposite of what I was being told. And so that's why things was happening to me the way that they were happening, because I wasn't listening. I didn't want to listen to my mom, and I was barely talking to my biological father at the time. See, I came from a broken home. My mom and my dad had me, they were not together. They were never married. You know what I'm saying? I have watched them fight with each other, argue with each other. Um, um, we they stayed in different homes. My dad had married a totally different woman, so I came from the evil stepmother. I've experienced the evil stepmother, those ways, and some of those things traumatized me. And the way that I acted upon myself and the ones around me was like not right, but I would still do it. Not thinking then, just doing. Um, my dad was all I knew at the time, and not so much my mom. So when me and my mom actually came into the picture together, it was kind of hard to get used to, but she never wanted to tell me, you know what I'm saying, you're not going back. She never wanted to just put that out there like you're never going back. She just let me figure it out on my own. And I don't fault my mom at all, because for her strength and for her being, I am who I am today. But I experienced a lot in relationships, any relationship, any ship, period. I have experienced certain things, and I, there was one relationship, like love relationship that I was in, and um after after everything had ended is when he wanted to be honest about everything, and it's like, how can you be so nasty, like you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you like y'all put phrases onto women because those are the things that you are. Those are the things that you feel of yourself, but you put those on the women. And it's like, no woman should be afraid of being her true self. Everybody, if you're in a relationship, you're gonna come to a point where you want to step outside of that relationship, and you have to own up to it. You have to speak up about it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you hide it, that is what tears that person down. When you hide it, that's what tears the person down. So you have to own up to the things that you do in a relationship. You have to own up to those things, because all we know is love. All we know is love. That is what life is about. Being able to love, being able to receive love, being able to give love. And we all battle with certain things in our daily lives, you know what I'm saying? Which is understandable. Another part of love is understanding, being able to understand the purpose of why it's happening the way it's happening. But like I was saying, at an early age, and I felt like I don't fucking know, like I, I didn't feel like the shit wasn't right. I just felt like, yo, like, this is an older dude, and this obviously this nigga fucking care about me. He fucking talk about he wanna marry me and shit. I was with the shit, and damn, bitch snapped to motherfucking reality. God was like, Will, what is you doing? Wake up. Boom. Big ass picture. This nigga, no. Like, no, Tyra. No, Tyra. God. God is who told me no. My mama told me no, but it wasn't. It was like, which I really should have listened. I really should have fucking listened to her in certain things. But it wasn't right. It wasn't right then. It wasn't right then, but I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's right now because I can go back. I can go back and speak on it. I can go back and speak on it because that's where I came from. Like, I experienced that. Nobody else experienced that. I did. I took it upon myself to put myself in that predicament, in that situation. Anything could have happened to me then. Like, and the only people that would have knew was me. I did a lot of fucked up shit. Like, I was talking to people and I was talking to other people too. Like, I was doing some crazy ass shit. I was drinking crazy early at a young age. I was smoking crazy at a young age, and I didn't even fucking know. I honestly, I I was walking in shoes that I should not haven't even picked up. I shouldn't even lace them bitches up. I should never even I should never even pick them bitches up. They should have stayed right where they were. But see, that's where trust issues stem from. That's where relationship issues stem from. That's where personal issues stem from, because you are scared to talk about it. But you can't be scared to talk about it. You have to get it out there, because if you don't, then you're going to be stuck in a hole. Mentally, you won't be able to bring yourself out because you're stuck. So you have to be able to find a way around it, and we all have different ways around it. Hey, be quiet. We all have ways to maneuver around it, when really we should be speaking up about it. We should be talking about it, because mental illness is real. Like, people really suffer from mental illness. People really suffer from depression. People really suffer from anxiety. People really suffer from these type of things, and it's all because they're afraid to speak up, because they're afraid of being judged. And we need to realize that what other people think and say about us, it should not matter. Because if they don't like it, then that's something that they don't like about themselves. We are all reflections of each other. We are all reflections of each other, and we're all here to teach each other something. So if we're all here to teach each other something, then that means that we all have experienced some of the same things. So if we've all experienced some of the same things, then we should be able to not judge. Don't judge where someone has come, where someone has manifested their best life from. You can make good out of bad. There's a balance. Why you think you have the yin and the yang symbol? That's a balance. The balance of the good and the balance of the bad. We just have to be able to talk about it and not give a damn what anybody feels or thinks about us. Like, I I had so many wake up calls and I wasn't even paying attention to the shit. Like I was not focused on it because I really felt like I didn't care about myself then. Like I didn't fucking care. Like I was just doing shit just to fucking do the shit. Not for no attention or nothing because I didn't give a damn about no attention. Like I was really all through middle school, all through elementary, middle school, high school. I was one to stay to myself. Like I didn't really care. Now what came to me, it it always it always turned out as either a good experience or a bad experience. And in my high school year, I had a very bad experience, and I told myself that I wouldn't go back to that. And in the same in the same in the same yo I told myself that I was not gonna go back to that, any of that. Like I don't want to go back to that that lower part of me because that's not. She didn't know. She didn't know anything about herself. She didn't know anything about herself. She was just moving how she felt she should move because the shit that was going on in her fucking head. And so she either drank it away, she either smoked it away, or she either sexed it away and didn't care who it was with. That was really what I was doing. And I had to wake up from that shit and realize that, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And so what that was, after I graduated, that was to get the fuck out of where I was. And it was no better. There was no better point because before I left there, like things occurred in that time too. But it was like, that's what I'm saying, yo. We experience things for a reason. You cannot be ashamed of speaking up. Like in friendships, like I have had many of those, and it's like there's only one that was real. I've been lied on. I mean, stabbed in my back. I mean, like, pause, pause. I mean, I just don't understand how females can do certain things to other females that they call friends and be okay with it. Like, okay, first off, if you're my friend, I don't think that you should have any contact with who I'm with because not that you shouldn't have any contact with because I'm not worried about that. I'm very confident in myself, but I just feel like there is a line that has to be drawn, and so this is why I don't hang around. I don't hang around a whole bunch of females. I don't hang around a bunch of people, period, because of past issues. And obviously I haven't let it go because I just feel like I don't feel like I can give my energy. I just don't want to give my energy to anybody that's not of good. And So it's like that when you have struggled with certain situations in your past life, you have to be able to bring yourself out, and it's gonna take time. Like it's like you healing yourself. It's like a scab, like when you scrape your knee or something, and it has to heal and grow the skin back. That is how I'm doing it. One experience at a time. I'm trying to patch that shit up and let that shit go. Like, honestly, I'm just trying to let that shit go because who I am, I'm so much better than what I been through. And I'm continuing to grow, and that's all I want to do. Like I fucked up in this relationship too, you know what I'm saying? But he did too, so that's why. But I mean, it's not something to brag about. That's not something to talk about because again, things happen and you just have to know how to either let that shit go or talk about it. Um, I don't like a whole bunch of people. I don't. I mean, it's just the certain energy that people can give off to you, and they make you feel a certain way about yourself, and those are the people that you really have to stay around, especially when you're experiencing certain things already. So I just don't give my energy to that anymore. And I'm just working on myself, yo. Like I love myself. I love myself. I'm gonna love myself for the rest of my life. And I I don't care how anyone thinks or feels about me because nobody is walking my shoes. I am. Everybody has their own story to tell. The only thing is you have to be able to tell. You gotta be able to tell your shit and not give a damn what the fuck anybody got to say. And I really don't care what anybody has to say about me because it doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. And your opinion will never matter. Because I can stand alone. I've been standing alone for a long ass time. And I feel the only person that can take me off of this earth or that can really actually hurt me is the Most High God. Like that is really how I feel right now. Not, man, I don't care about nothing that anybody is doing or saying, you know, that they're either trying to hurt me or hinder me from me building myself up. Even though I know the more I build myself up, it's going to be something that's going to try to tear me down. I know that for a fact. I mean, that's just how life works. And there's no way around it. The only thing is around it is you being able to address it, you being able to acknowledge the fact that that's what's happening. And you can't be afraid. You cannot be afraid. Um, my focus is where my focus is. And I am growing to let go of the hurt, past pain. In relationships, any ship that I have been on, I'm letting go of it. And I'm making room for the better me today. That's what I'm doing. Blind to all the bullshit. Blind to all the bullshit. I know my purpose and I'm living my purpose. I am no better than the next person. Because I have done some fucked up shit too. And I'm not afraid to admit that I've done some fucked up shit. But the reason why the fucked up shit happened is because fucked up shit happened to me. So because fucked up shit happened to me, I mean, that's just how I felt. But the part about it is when you can acknowledge that you have done some fucked up shit. When you can acknowledge that you've done some fucked up shit, that makes you the better. That makes you a better being. Because you can acknowledge you're wrong. And you can take fault for your wrong. And you can own up to being able to be better at what it is that you fucked up at. See, there are fucked up people in this life, and they don't even bless you, bless you, bless you. They don't even realize that it means more to a person when you can acknowledge you're wrong. You can acknowledge your faults and not be ashamed. I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not ashamed of anything. Okay? Yes, I have 3 kids and we were not married when we had them. Okay? And I'm not ashamed. Matter of fact, I'm happy the way that the shit happened. Because probably if I would have married somebody and had kids by him, the motherfucker probably wouldn't even be here. Or he probably wouldn't even give a fuck about me. If it was in my youth days, I feel like that's how the fuck it would have went down because of all of what I experienced with dudes. Like, it was nothing but bad experiences. Those niggas didn't give a fuck about themselves, so that's why they didn't give a fuck about me, because they didn't give a fuck about themselves. I didn't give a fuck about myself. That's why they didn't give a fuck about me. I love myself more and more. I'm growing to love myself more and more for the better of me, for the better of my children. Mainly me. Because if I'm healed, then everything around me is good. That's all that matters to me. I'm mad that, well, actually, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm in love with the fact that Otis found me. I'm in love with the fact that Otis found me. And he found me at the peak of his maturing. He found me on Facebook after I graduated from high school. Is when we started talking, when we hit it off. And oh, you in VA? Oh, I got family there. I'll be there. That's how it was with me and him. And then Zion came about. And I don't think that we were at that time. I feel like we were being tested, and I was down. I was down for it. I was down for it. Like, I had my first baby. I mean, I didn't exactly know the roundabouts of being a mother, but I did the very best. And in a way, it was kind of taken from me because I let another person interfere with me being that mother. And which is when Bubba was born. And so I kind of knew the roundabouts, but with him, it was more careful, more being there, more time, more energy with Bubba because of his condition that he was in. And I was there to the full extent. To the full extent. And sometimes I literally think about when my first son was born, because I was still too busy stuck on myself, trying to be up under him and making sure that he ain't cheating or whatever fuck is going on. And when in actuality, I didn't even have to do that because the shit was coming to me. It was being brought to me. I didn't have to go search for anything. It was all being brought to me. But I wasn't worried about that at that time. And it was like, what you mean you're not worried about it? You ain't worried about it now. You gonna worry about it, and you gonna end up acting in not a good way, and things happen, and like, if I didn't have belief in the Most High or in myself, there could have been a possibility that what I'm thinking, it could have happened at that time. And I just give thanks. I give thanks because I was able to come out of that. I'm here by myself. I'm here by myself. I'm here to learn, love, and build on myself. And I know that.
What's this? I don't know.
And
Except for this? Nope.
It's not easy. But I give thanks because life has a way of showing you why you should care.